If you can imagine yourself being isolated from intimate relationships, that's where these special needs kids go post-high school.
I think that a lot of people don't even realize what an autistic person looks like, acts like, and these are things that make them an underserved portion of our community.
Gary Mosser, and your name?
Christopher
Mosser. Chris is on the autism spectrum. Christopher was in high school and getting ready for graduation, and we needed to have something for him post-graduating high school. So employment opportunities in the special needs is kind of limited, and so we started a firewood kindling business so Chris has something to do.
We have some very close autistic ties in our family. My own son and my cousin's child, both, very high functioning on the spectrum, but needing some extra something more than what they would get in a normal average environment. Andy and I, we just were thinking, we're missing the mark here. This is a huge part of our community.
Almost everyone in the community is our customer, and it's very important for us to give back. It's just our social responsibility.
We started taking a more proactive stance, reaching out to people and trying to get them a venue where we could be kind of like a conduit to the community.
My daughter was diagnosed with autism at 3 years old, and I just wanted her to have opportunities like typical children were attending art classes and dance and music, and there just wasn't very many services available. There were several other families locally that wanted the same thing for their children, and we just band together and started our center.
It's just a magical, magical place. From the first time you walk in, you know that you're accepted. Dave just wanted us to be involved in his giving to the community, and he just dove in.
Dave reached out and said, and how about if you guys come in and we'll do a roundup and a barbecue, and you guys can have a booth and share your mission of what you do and why you do it, why it's important.
We started doing the barbecues for a couple of years now, and we do something every month. We partner with a different nonprofit organization.
We serve the food, and we've got 3 of our employees that are grill masters through ACE, so they get to use their grill skills.
It's just a very, very, very fun day. I think that that's been the biggest thing, is those outdoor barbecue days, which are a big hit in the community, so we have a lot of exposure there.
This year, we faced an unexpected move. Our building was sold and we had nowhere to go. We had just found this new location.
I reached out to Jessica at her organization and just said, how can we help? What can we do?
We said, well, we just don't have any place to keep the snacks, and we're not going to have a refrigerator. We basically were losing our kitchen.
And so we invited them to come down to the store. We donated a fridge to their new kitchen and just kind of helped them get set up and check off some things that you need when you move.
We could probably call him anytime and say, could you help us with something that you might have in your store? And I could guarantee it, he would never say no. Never.
To work with Jessica and show people there's a community that can help them, there are services that she can help them with. It just takes someone who's underserved and puts them more front and center for our community to understand.
We've grown to over 50 families, and just in the last few months, our art classes have doubled.
Bubba, Christopher, he is one of my vendors. I believe we're one of his biggest distributors, and he's all over town, and he is a young entrepreneur.
Because of stores like Evan Ace that really embraced it and opened their doors for him, he's got a really successful, lucrative business now.
The great thing about Evans Ace Hardware is that they have reached out to us. And that's something that's different, and it's been this consistent thing, year after year, of hey, we're here to help, what can we do?
I feel like we're pretty ingrained in the fabric of this community, and it's important to be in a leadership position as far as taking care of one another. These are our neighbors, and they all look different, and they all have different beliefs and different ideas, but we all share this town. And I feel like as long as you're human and as long as you're friendly, you have a place at ACE.